regarding the course, regarding the class, technical question, non-technical question, anything. You can feel free to ask me till now whatever I have taught you. Right. Harika is asking the question, can we add RC as well as WebDriver jar files to IDE and everything? You can add that, but that doesn't make any sense. You can do that, but it doesn't make any sense. Can we get the video of today's class? Yes, you'll get it. You'll get it on the email. I'll upload it. Right. Can the same test be run on different browsers at the same time? Yes, this is a good question. The question is being asked that I have one test case, right? Suppose this is the scenario that I want to open up a browser and go to Gmail. Now I want to do it parallelly with Firefox as well as IE as well as Chrome. Simple thing is, three browsers should open: Firefox, IE, Chrome, and all three browsers should parallelly open and parallelly go to gmail.com. To achieve this kind of situation, we use Selenium Grid. We make a hub and we make nodes. On one node we run IE, on one node we run Firefox, and one node we run Chrome. And you can execute the test parallelly. Okay. Static concept. Okay. Can you please repeat static concept? Right, of this I've taken a note of it. I'll repeat it. Fine. Now, no. Without question being asked is without making these settings, can we do it? Look, whenever you are using WebEx chat to ask a question, make sure you address it to everyone so that everyone is able to receive that. Question being asked is that if I don't set these system properties, can I execute the code? The answer is no. For Chrome and IE, you need to set the system properties. Okay. Yes, you can do that. What I told you right now, these machines in the end, they can be Linux-based machines, they can be Unix-based machines, Windows-based machines, anything. Right? No, Firefox, it's not needed actually. You don't need to set the system properly for Firefox. Right? Any other question? How proficient do we need to be in Java in case scale of 0 to no knowledge and 10 being proficient? Look, obviously anything less than 6 will not be acceptable, right? You can go any point beyond 6. You know what? It's clearly in front of you guys. I'm not hiding anything. Okay. People tell that you don't need Java, you are a tester, no need to learn Java, this, that. But think of it practically. What am I doing here? I'm writing Java code and Java code is actually invoking Selenium. Right? There's no running away from Java. Okay. But don't be afraid of it as well. I've seen people getting afraid of programming language or something. If you are afraid, right, you'll not end up going anywhere. If you are afraid, you cannot do anything. You just have to face the situation, and you have to work on it. So, any question? Any other question? All right. So the question being asked by Abdesh was that you need to learn. Can I repeat the static concept? Okay. Now out parent car.java, I had these two variables. Whenever I was creating the object of the car class, these two variables were getting initialized. Okay. Name and weight were getting initialized. Now there can be a variable which I don't want to put inside the object. When I was creating the object of the car class, three objects I created. In each object, the name property was there. right? Now there can be a property which you don't want to be a part of the object. You make that property static. When I make the wheel static, this means that all the three objects will share this variable. Okay, these will be the three objects in the memory. C1 will point towards first object, C2 towards second, C3 towards third, and all these three objects will share the static variable. Okay, now I would request all of you to, if you are very interested in learning the tool, go to my site, and I've kept free videos. Okay, and go to my site urbisalim.com and hold on. Yeah, you land up on this page and just start watching the video 1. Okay, watch these 3 videos at least. It will consume your complete day tomorrow. Fine. Watch these 3 videos, you'll get a lot of insight in Java language. Look, I cannot be as elaborate as I am in these videos because, as I told you, in online class I have a constraint. I have a constraint of time, right? So when you watch these 3 videos, you will actually get the information about static and non-static in much more detail. Okay. So static question is being asked is, are your offline videos designed for the beginners with no? Yes, that's the main difference. My offline videos which are out here on this page, hold on. The offline videos which are there on this page, they are more elaborate than the online training. Okay, and they cover everything. They are over 110 hours. The online training is not for sorry, I'm really sorry. The online training is not for 110 hours. Okay, so these videos, they are very elaborate and you will definitely learn from them. I'll be giving you the access to the videos along with the course. Okay, and I again repeat, if you're not very comfortable in programming language, don't go for the course directly. It will just be a waste of your money. Fine. If you are able to understand what I am teaching you, if you are able to grasp it, then it is perfectly fine. But if today, if whatever I have taught you, you are not at all confident about it, not even 10%, then don't go for the course. Right? Go for the tutorials, learn from them, and then join the course later on by paying the remaining money. Okay. Right. So any other question from anybody? Anything? All right. So, hold on. Right. So we saw how to make the objects of these browsers and then work with these browsers. Now, if I have to work with a page, I want to interact with the elements on a page. Now, this is a web page. Yeah, see here, I tell you that information at the end of the class about joining the course. Okay. If you look at a web page, like this is a web page, how will Selenium recognize the link? How will Selenium recognize the button? How will Selenium recognize text? Now Selenium always works on the page source. If you right click on the page, you always get the page source. If you go to the page source has the HTML code of the website. Okay. Selenium will work on the basis of this HTML language. In HTML language, you have got two things. You have got tags and attributes. For example, whatever starts with a conical bracket is a tag. Fine. Table is a tag. TD is a tag. TR is a tag. Fine. TD is a tag. Okay. And all these things are the attributes of the tag. Width, border, cell spacing, cell padding, these are the attributes. So when you work with Selenium and you want to recognize an object or an element on the page, you need to find the tag for that element and the attributes, and then with the help of Selenium you recognize that element. Right. So for time being, I'll just tell you that every element on the page has a tag name and certain set of attributes associated with that tag. Okay. Now I will not go further